This is Fieldsports Channel News. After the biggest wildfire season the UK has ever known, the Westminster government has doubled down on its muir burn bans. DEFRA announces it's using its notoriously inaccurate peat map of the UK, which it put together with artificial intelligence, to extend the legal burning ban from 220,000 hectares of land to nearly 700,000, what it calls an area the size of Devon. It's ignoring pleas from fire chiefs to allow cold burning in order to create fire breaks. The extension comes into force from the 30th of September 2025. Before Keir Starmer sacked him last week, DEFRA Minister Daniel Zeichner spoke up for the ban.
DEFRA works with others to protect moorland by restoring peatland, managing grazing and reducing practices which in some cases can be harmful, such as burning. These steps make peatland wetter and help reduce the impact of wildfires.
Kent Police have arrested a man for causing unnecessary suffering by shooting a catapult.
Get yourself dressed, mate. You're coming with us today, okay? What? Time is 21 minutes past 7. You're under arrest for causing unnecessary suffering to a protected animal, causing unnecessary suffering to a wild mammal, and killing a wild bird.
The police appear to have made the arrest using animal welfare legislation instead of poaching laws. They also seized a collection of homemade catapults. Kent Police's Rural Task Force were responding to reports of videos on social media appearing to show animals including birds and a squirrel being fired at and killed. A 21-year-old man from Sevenoaks was later arrested pending further inquiries. Thanks to Greg Hill for the story, which was reported by ITV. The Scottish Government is considering banning greyhound racing. Green MSP Mark Ruskell introduced a private members' bill after adopting an ex-racing greyhound. He claims he now has the backing of the ruling SNP for his new law. The committee which discussed it took place in private. Thanks to Ed Swales for the story. Major UK catering company Levy is going all out for venison. The firm, which supplies food and beverage at venues including Tottenham Hotspur's White Hart Lane ground and the NEC at Birmingham, says it's planning a range of wild venison products. In this video, it teams up with Eat Wild. There's a new gun bling service in Lancashire. Lavish Arms is a bespoke firearms company dedicated to restoring the beauty and heritage of old guns while transforming them into unique customised pieces. It can take your old gun and make it golden, like this one. Visit lavisharms.co.uk. In Australia, the New South Wales Premier came close to backing a right to hunt, but then backtracked. Chris Minns is supporting a bill backed by recreational hunters, which encouraged them to shoot feral animals on public lands. He has pulled away from a commitment to a central element of the Shooters and Fishers Private Members Bill, enshrining a right to hunt, saying it could undermine gun control and send the state down the US path of a right to bear arms. Staying down under and in Western Australia, which is trying to ban private gun ownership, their first state aerial cull has been a disaster. The West Australian government is defending a cull of feral deer, saying it carried out a targeted cull in July and August, where helicopter teams used thermal cameras to help it eliminate 524 deer. A local hunter posted photographs of dead deer he found on Crown land, with an average of 4 bullets in each one. Thanks to Richard Taylor for the story. A Markhor hunting permit has sold for a record $370,000. This is the first time that a permit has topped 100 million Pakistani rupees. A local hunting safari outfitter bought the permit for the rare Himalayan goat. The survival of the species is entirely paid for by hunting tourism. The auction for the 2025-26 season, held at the Forests, Parks and Wildlife Complex, was for permits for 118 animals, including 4 Aster Markhors, 100 Himalayan ibex and 14 blue sheep. Thanks to Per Helmseth for the story. Colombia is considering allowing capybara hunting. According to the Spanish newspaper El País, the Colombian government is mulling whether to allow the hunting of the world's largest rodent. It's looking at a cull target of up to 10% of the population per year. And finally, seeing is believing. Northants Hunt Sab Group says it disrupted the Pytchley hunt and saved a fox. It posted an image of a fox running across a field. Google reveals this is the same fox that's for sale on the photo library Shutterstock, remarkably running across the same field, using exactly the same path. Uncanny. You are now up to date with Fieldsports Channel News. Stalking the stories, fishing for facts. Fieldsports Channel members get more. every week there's Fieldsports Extra, our exclusive show packed with behind-the-scenes clips, interviews and a free prize draw. Plus, membership gives you access to our Fieldsports Advice Bureau for help with shooting and firearms licensing, with our in-house lawyer on your side. And with our insurance, you're covered for £5 million public liability for shooting activities across the UK, as well as legal expenses cover. Join today so we can keep the pressure on and the volume up.